it's Bree with Calafia Candle Company, and today's video is one that I'm super excited about because I finally get to share with you a collab that I've been working on kind of behind the scenes. And by the time this video goes up, it will be live. So I'm collabing with Madewell, which I still feel like I need to pinch myself over. I cannot wrap my head around that. But basically they reached out to me recently asking if I wanted to be featured in their Hometown Heroes collection in a brand new store that they're opening in Venice Beach. So of course I said yes. And what that is they basically feature 3 local artists and makers each quarter. So I'll be in there from April through June. And I get to display my candles in their store, and they'll have information about my company and my social handles and all of that stuff. So I cannot believe it, and I'm just so excited. And it's in Venice Beach, which is it's like maybe a couple hours without traffic. So it's going to be long with the LA traffic, but I definitely am going to go up there and see them in person. And they're starting out with 2 scents. They wanted 10 of each, so 20 candles total to start, and then I can replenish them if they sell out. But it is a men's store, so they did want scents that weren't overly feminine, which I wouldn't necessarily say any of my signature scents are that way. But the 2 that I chose are Ola Vista. This is definitely my best-selling scent. It's the mango and coconut milk. And then I also chose Del Mar. And this one is really, really good. It smells to me like a men's cologne, so I thought that would be perfect for that store. And they do want custom labels, so they're not going to be called Ola Vista and Del Mar, but it will be those scents. So anyway, I'm going to get started on pouring those today. I do have jars ready to go. I've been trying to be better about that and just having them on hand. So these are all sealed with the warning label and the little rubber guys on the bottom. So all I have to do is wick them, pour, and label, and they will be good to go. So let's go ahead and get the wax melting and get started. I'm watching my parents' dogs, so if you see or hear any dog noises, that's why. There's currently 3 dogs in here, huh, Colette? All right, so I've got my wax measured out. And for those of you that don't know, I use a blend of Coconut 83 and SP 487. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn on my pot to just a little bit over 200 and get that all melted down. I pulled out the wicks that I will be using. Just gonna spray some alcohol on here and wipe off the bottoms of them because as you can see they get some stuff on there, so I just like to have them as clean as possible so that they'll stick to the jar. Something I don't think I've shared on here yet are my new Wic Centering Tools. I know I shared it on Instagram, but I don't think I've shared it on YouTube. So I ordered these custom made from Norden Candle Supply, and I will have them linked down below. The lighting's kind of bad, so you can't really see, but it does say Calafia Candle Company on them. And then these are the stabilizers that hold the wick in place. And then Modern Craft Labs also, or not Modern Craft Labs, Design House came out with Wic Centering Tools for the Modern Craft Labs Tulip jar, which I was so excited about because, as you guys know, I was using these, but they were for a different jar, so they weren't a perfect fit. But these actually do fit perfectly on the 3-inch tulip jar, so super excited about that. And it comes with the little centering tool for putting your wick down. So those are both really great options. I forget how much each one was, so I will add that somewhere on the screen. But I like them both equally the same, really. Yeah, they're nothing bad to say about either one. So I think the Norden ones were a little bit more because it's a custom made thing, but they both are really great options. I'll show you how this little centering tool works, because when I first saw it, I was like, what the heck is that? So I'm gonna add my wick sticker to the bottom. And then what you do, this little center piece slides out, so you want to make sure it's in. And I kind of hold it right here to make sure it's not going to slide out. And you put your wick in. Oops, I should have left the thing on till I was done. And then you pinch the wick on the end, flip it over. And then this should fit perfectly on my jar. Well, not perfectly because they're handmade, but pretty darn close. And then you just slide this thing down and push down and lift out. And that centers your wick. And then this little guy just slides over the top and stabilizes it. So I really, really love how those turned out. And then the Design House one, it's pretty straightforward. I just take the little wooden thing, put it down on the bottom, and then you just fit your wick in the middle of that. Push down. And there we have it, another centered wick. And then their little stabilizing tool, you just fit on top, put your wick through this little hole, like that. And then for added security, you can pull it, pull it down to the side. And there we have it. So again, two really great options. I love them both equally. And it just makes life so much easier using something like this. Alright, so they are all wicked and ready for some wax. Okay, my little gram scale just quit out on me, so I'm going to go ahead and use this guy. And I'm pouring 5 jars at a time, so I'm going to be needing 85 grams of fragrance oil. I have a little bit left in this one. I might need to open a second one. And I am doing Ola Vista first, which is mango and coconut milk from Candle Science. I'm just using up what I have left of the Candle Science brand of this, and then I will be switching to Midwest Fragrance Company's mango and coconut milk, but I think I have this one, and one more bottle of Candle Science to use up. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure that out. What did I say? 85. Okay, I always like to go at least 1 gram over, because when you pour this into your wax, there's a little bit of residue left behind, so I always go a little bit over what I'm trying to go for. Okay, I just checked the temperature one more time, and we're at 216, which is perfect. I usually try to get it to 215, 220. So I'm gonna go ahead and measure out 975 grams of wax. Okay, I'm gonna immediately add in my fragrance oil and stir for about 30 seconds. Because the wax is so hot, you don't need to stir for 2 minutes. I do prefer to pour cooler with the concrete jars, so I am gonna let this sit for a little bit and cool down to probably about 150, 160, somewhere between there. So we'll be back to pour once that's cooled down. So before I heat gun the tops, I am going to put the labels on. So these are the two names that they decided on for the candles, Venice and Abbot Kinney. Obviously Venice for Venice Beach, which is where the new store is going to be. And then Abbot Kinney is the name of a boulevard in Venice Beach with a bunch of shops and things like that. I also believe the person, Abbot Kinney, had something to do with the development of Venice Beach, so thought those were cute names. Here they are all done. I think they turned out great, and I will definitely be sharing on my Instagram when I go to see them in person. So follow me on there if you're not already. And that is about it for the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.